I want to welcome Bradley Beal. He just signed a 2-year contract with the Washington Wizards for $8.45 million. He's making $4.13 million his first year. And it's a big transition for you. You're an overnight millionaire. You realize that?
Yeah, it's actually coming into realization now. I mean, growing up, this is something you always dream about, and to actually see it happening before my eyes is a blessing and an honor, honestly. And I'm really just taking it all in. I'm glad to be in the position I'm in now.
Do you have an idea of what your first check will be?
No, not yet, honestly. Besides the advance that they give us from summer league and things like that, but my first check, I don't know how much it'll be. I haven't even done the calculations yet, but I'm pretty sure it'll be a big number.
And knowing that it will be that big number, how does that affect your psychology? You know, it's just as somebody who you played a freshman one season,
right,
and then you went into the NBA. How does that affect you as a young man?
It'll be very different because in college, you know, you don't get that much money. In high school, I mean, $100 was a lot to you, and now you see that times, I mean, about 5 or 10 now. So, I mean, it's real difficult to actually, like, you have to learn how to actually save your money, and that's a big thing in this business, honestly, because you see a lot of guys who are unfortunate and end up bankrupt or something like that. So it's real smart. There's always a process of just being smart with your money.
And out of all the guys I'm interviewing, it's really interesting. You resonate with the Wall Street Journal crowd because you had a 3.8 in your freshman year,
right,
in college. You did so well that you decided to forego your sophomore year and you went straight into the NBA. As a smart guy, what motivated that decision?
The realization of my dream, and it was right in front of me. I mean, I love school. School was what really drove me to actually be better at basketball because I worked hard in the classroom, so I worked hard on the court. So I always saw school as motivation as well. But I mean, I just saw my dream. What I really wanted to do was play basketball in the NBA one day, and it was given to me, and the opportunity is right in front of me, so I had to just take advantage of it.
When that number was printed in the paper, that you were becoming this phenomenally wealthy man relative to the rest of people your age, how did that affect the people around you?
It really hasn't, honestly. I know a lot of people go through that, like family, friends. They always have a handout asking for something, but I've never gone through that. I think my friends and my family understand what type of person I am and the circumstances I am in. So I think it really hasn't hit me.
See you as a stingy guy or what?
I'm not really stingy, but they know I'm smart. Like, I'm smarter than
Okay.
that, and I'm more mature for my age. Like, I know what they're trying to do, basically. Like, they're not going to try to fool me or trick me into doing
Right.
something.
And what's great about your background is that your parents have been very involved with your career. As a matter of fact, your mother was a former women's basketball player who helped you with your shot when you went through the shooting slump. How does that kind of contribute to a young man's transition to the NBA?
My mom was really, and both my parents, honestly, but my mom especially, she's the one that put the ball in my hands when I was younger. And she's the one that actually taught me how to shoot, and I always looked to her for advice whenever I needed. Like, I was in a slump at Florida, and she helped me out a lot. And she's always there. She's always been my backbone and always been supporting me, and as well as my dad and the rest of my brothers as well.
And you have brothers that 2 of them played Division I football, right? You seem like you're really prepared for this. What are you afraid of?
I guess the only thing I'm afraid of is failing, honestly, because I'm the type of guy that likes to make everybody proud. I don't know, sometimes you can't do that because you have to make yourself happy before everybody else. But I think the biggest thing is probably failing because you see all these guys who go through it, and you always say that's not going to be me, but you never know what may happen in your life. So I think that's probably the biggest thing.
And
really
is it
scared
the
of.
idea that you had 1 year of college, so you're not quite like LeBron and Kobe coming straight out of high school, but you're just 1 more year than they had? And not all of those guys succeed. Do you think about that, or can you not afford to think about that?
A little bit of both, because if you have that negative mental aspect in your mind, then it's going to stick there, and I mean it's going to stay with you, and it's going to bother you. But I mean, you always have to stay positive, know, and surround yourself around the right people. I mean, financially and motivational wise. So I always just have a great team around me to be able to pick me up when I need it.
And it was Ted Leonsis who said that it would be unacceptable for the Wizards to be in the draft lottery again next year. You're coming in and you're expected to help turn this team around and to make them a contender. Do you feel that pressure?
That pressure, no, honestly, because it's not all on me. It's a team effort, and I'm hoping to be able to make being a big contributing factor to the team and help them out as best as I can, make an impact. But at the same time, it's me and 13, 14 other guys out there as well.
When you come in to this money, you seem like you're a smart guy in terms of being conservative. You've already said that. But what are the things that you absolutely have to have now? You got to have I see you have the earrings. Those are black diamonds, right?
Right, yeah.
What are the things that you really want, that you've always wanted?
I've always wanted to get my parents a house, honestly. It probably won't be this year, but sometime in the near future. And always just have a nice car, honestly. I'm not a type of guy that likes all the flashy stuff like earrings all the time or watches, but I do like to treat myself nice.
Okay, so what kind of car will it be?
I don't know yet. I haven't even thought about
You
it.
have to have some choices. You haven't thought about it.
I mean, it's a few.
Come
I
on.
mean,
You've thought about it.
I don't even know. Maybe a Benz, Range Rover, some Escalade or Denali or something like that.
Okay, so even that's conservative. It's not like you're going out
Right.
and buying yourself a Bugatti.
No, my mom wouldn't let me drive one of those anyway, probably.
Well, how old are you? 20 years old?
I'm 19.
19 years old, getting ready to go into the NBA. It's a great time for you?
Really is, honestly. I'm just really just enjoying it all. I mean, it's me sitting back and realizing my dream is right here, and I just have to just make sure I'm on the right path.
Well, you heard it, Bradley Beal at the NBA Rookie Transition Program. You're going to come back and we're going to talk more about your business and your brand as you go down the line.
Yes, sir.
Good luck with the Wizards.
Thank you.
And with Bradley Beal, I'm Lee Hawkins. We'll see you next time.
My age and my parents thought it was a good idea. Trademarked it. You know, my financial advisor got involved, trademarked it.
It was painful. You know what I mean? I enjoyed the process. Like, I enjoyed draft night, but I had a flashback, you know, like in the matter of me walking from my chair to the Shakin' Davis third hand. I had a flashback of my whole life, you know what I'm saying?